Hello everyone, welcome back to STW Sports. I'm host Sam, you're right here today with Leeds United fan Sara Howell. Now Sara, tell me, what's it like supporting a club like Leeds United?
Well, supporting a club like Leeds United is a fantastic experience, but it's also a very, we have so many highs and we've had so many lows, so your emotions are constantly all over the place for Leeds, because we go into a game always expecting to win, but like Derby last year, last minute, lost. So with Leeds, it's really emotional, high and low.
Yeah, of course, every club has highs and lows, but of course, with watching Leeds for so long, what's your best memory, would you say, watching Leeds?
I'd say my best memory of watching Leeds, and I've been watching them since '67, since I was a child, I'd say the best memory of watching Leeds is them winning the old First Division under Howard Wilkinson. I had a season ticket that year, and that was fantastic, you know, seeing players like Cantona, and you know, it was just an amazing moment. And I would say, for me, that was the greatest moment, but I also enjoyed winning the cup.
Yeah, always nice to win the cup.
And of course, I won't mention it, we won. I won't mention it, but we won the cup in '72. So I would say they're two of my biggest moments, but I've had so many over the years that they're endless.
And of course, Leeds United have had a 16-year absence from the Premier League, and obvious question, but how does it feel to be back in the top flight?
It feels absolutely amazing. It feels, I can't describe it. It's the first time I've bought champagne in about 4 years or 5 years, and I don't drink, but we went out and bought champagne. It feels fantastic.
Yeah, I can imagine. Of course, one man who's made a massive impact to the club, Marcelo Bielsa. What are your thoughts on Marcelo Bielsa and coming into the club and the job he's done?
My thoughts on Marcelo Bielsa is that I think he is, as people have said, like Pep and other great managers, he is the coach, one of the greatest coaches I think that the world has seen, not just for Leeds. So I think my thoughts is that I am so delighted we have him for at least 2 years. If we have him for 3 years, then even better. I'd say he's a very personable individual. I recently wrote to him. I left a card for his birthday at his restaurant that he uses in West Yorkshire, and to my surprise he's wrote back personally to me in a letter, and he signed it. So for me, I think he's a very warm, personal manager, but I also think he's a very, very skilled, incredibly talented coach, and I think he's admired worldwide.
Absolutely. Of course, Leeds have suffered many heartbreaks in the last 16 years on the way up. I said we've got to touch on the lows, unfortunately. When you got relegated to League One, how much of a damaging blow to the club was that, do you think?
I think it's a very damaging blow, because Leeds is very much on the map as a city, and I've done quite a lot of travelling in my time, and when I lived in Australia, if you mention Leeds, the first thing people say is football. So and when I've travelled in my youth, whenever you've met anybody in Greece, Spain, anywhere, you say Leeds, they say football.
They know.
So the city, as a city, was reduced by that tremendously. So I would say that Leeds really puts us on the map. The council are incredibly proud of them, and I think that we, you know, football is worldwide, and Leeds, like Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, all these great teams, we represent to the world our city.
Yeah, agree.
And so therefore, that's what I'd say.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Of course, I want to touch on one game. It's kind of a bit lost in the memory now, but FA Cup 2010. But you know what game? Manchester United away, a 1-0 win. Would you mean Beckford? You might remember the game. It was when you were in League One at the time. Man United were on top at that point as well. So like, of course, Leeds always love beating Man United. So how did that game in particular feel to be a Leeds fan?
Oh, it's always good to beat Manchester United. I mean, I know a lot of Leeds fans dislike Man United as a team. I don't actually. I can watch them and think, yes, they play good football. But I feel that, you know, for us to have any victory over Man United it makes every Leeds fan feel
very
amazed.
Happy. Very happy indeed.
So, and Jermaine Beckford, great striker. Very good person in terms of his skill, finishing and everything, and obviously he's gone on to be a sports commentator recently. So, you know, very proud that he was able to score against Manchester United. With our old rivalry, of course. We had years ago, we had McQueen and Jordan, go
Yeah.
to Manchester United. But then we got Gordon Strachan, who was the absolute jewel
Yeah.
that they could have passed us, a diamond, really. So, you know, the rivalry's great, but I don't, you know, if we can beat them this year, I'd be very pleased.
Of course, of course. What's actually European experiences? The last time you were in Europe, I believe 2001, and you faced Real Madrid in this semi-final. What was it like coming up against a team like Real Madrid, a team known again worldwide and such a massive
I think
club?
it's a privilege to come up against a team like Real Madrid,
especially at the time with the players they had as well.
Leeds shirts are actually that's where they got their shirts from, all white.
Yeah.
Because Real Madrid, as you know, play in all white. But to be able to play against the greatest players in the world that Real Madrid usually acquire is an honour for Leeds, and I think that to be in that position, I would love one day for us to be playing Real Madrid again.
That's it.
Even without Christian, what's the player who's just gone back to Tottenham? Forgot his name.
Oh, Gareth Bale.
Even though without Gareth Bale, we'll take them. We'll take a game with Real.
Absolutely. I mean, what do you think the future holds for Leeds this season? Very promising opening day performance despite a defeat. Like, what do you think the future holds?
I think the future for Leeds is very positive in terms of where they're going. What I do think is that Leeds crowd, like a lot of crowds, when they play at home, it is very passionate, and that can often win a game when they're not playing well. So they've got this neutralising up of the grounds, which I think could affect Leeds. I'm not certain, but I think it could affect them. But I think that they have invested well. I think they are one of the fittest teams because of Bielsa's tactics, and I actually would expect Leeds to do extremely well this year.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, very promising opening day performance, as I said, and a
fantastic
very winnable game today as well, and Fulham at home. Big game.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're going to win, but it's a very winnable chance to win and stuff like that, and chance to get the season started.
Yeah, we don't get complacent anymore at Leeds.
Yeah.
We don't, because I think that you can be a very big club, but you're only as good as your next game in terms of winning.
True.
Whoever you are, you know. So I think they can win today. Well, I hope so.
That is true. Of course, going back to the Ellen Road atmosphere, have you got a personal favourite atmosphere you've been involved in, Ellen Road?
I have a personal favourite actually, but it's a game that when the miners' strike was on in the 70s, and there was a blackout of lighting for floodlights, so the game against Liverpool in the Cup had to be played on a Wednesday afternoon during the day because there was no floodlights. So I went to the ground for that Cup match and we beat Liverpool. So it was a memorable one because of the miners' strike, but it was memorable because it was in the middle of the afternoon, but on a Wednesday.
Yeah, sounds a weird
Not
time
a Saturday
to play.
or evening, you know. So I remember us beating Liverpool is definitely one of my memorable games, absolutely, in the Cup.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite ever goal watching Leeds? Goal that you've seen live?
I do.
Maybe?
I have a favourite goal. I have two, really, if I'm being honest. I have three. I have three.
Okay.
I have three. The first one is a Tony Yeboah goal against West Ham.
West Ham, yes.
A fantastic goal, volley. Everybody should watch that if you get a
I think
moment.
I've seen that goal actually.
That one?
Tony Yeboah.
My second one is a game I was at with Eddie Gray against Burnley, where he dribbled past. That's shown a lot on a lot of.
I've seen that. I've seen
he
that.
He dribbled past about 7 players and put the ball in the net. And my third one is John Sheridan's free kick against Charlton at St Andrews in Birmingham in the playoff final against Charlton. Unfortunately, we lost that 2-1, but his free kick was fantastic.
Yeah. Very nice, very good selection of goals there. Actually, one I've already mentioned about Leeds getting promoted. Like the day you got confirmed as promotion, like how did that feel for the city? Like what was the city like on the day Leeds got confirmed back to the Premier League?
The city, unfortunately, due to the current situation, I think everybody wanted to go down to the ground, which they shouldn't have done, but they did because the jubilation was overwhelming. And what people did was they went with their cars, they opened their windows, they honked their horns, they had flags coming out the windows, they were going up and down Ellen Road. It's unbelievable. That's all I can say. It was fantastic.
Very good feeling, of course, after all that's gone on the last few years at Leeds. So.
Yeah, it was a sense of we're back in a division where I think as a city and a club we belong.
Yeah.
But we do have to play well to stay here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, first season back up. We saw what Wolves did a couple of seasons ago when they came up, finishing 7th. So I think Leeds, if they have a good start, especially have a good start, it could be a very promising season.
Yeah, definitely. I think they could do very well, but I think, you know, as I say, I think they have to really work at it.
Yep, absolutely. Well, that's all we've got time for anyway, so thank you, Sara, for being
pleasure.
For being a guest on the channel, and good luck to the rest of the season for Leeds United.
Thank you for coming out to interview me, because it's my pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
you.
Yep, thank you everyone for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more interviews. Thank you very much.